Hello everyone, Peter William Gerkman, Scribbly LP here, and this is Featherbent, a Homestuck AU fanfiction gone visual novel. And as you can hear, it sports some pretty awesome music, and has a very, very awesome cast on it. A couple of them I personally know, and a couple of them I've talked to prior to playing this game. Well, game, visual novel, thingamabobber. Yeah. So, the people on the cast are Kylie Henke, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, as Vriska Circuit, respectively. Edwin Tiang, sorry Edwin if I mispronounced that as well, as the narrator. Fade into Case as Karkat Vantis, and Denten as John Egbert. And the musical stylings in this visual novel are all provided by different people. And it's just some really, really nice music. So, without further ado, let us start the Featherbent.
Season's end heralds the beginning of celebration. Citizens across the strata engage in long-standing tradition, filled with stories, drink, and song. Patrons of the damp underbrush take solace beneath the shade of their natural darkness, spending the day gathering friends and family under a host's roof before shutting the doors and windows and regaling around a quiet fire.
Sounds like a pretty good time.
The leafy umbrella of the canopy provides illuminated residence for those more detail-oriented in their decor. The collectors, the hoarders, the poachers, any strong enough to defend their stead, earn the right to much larger living spaces, with far more room to decorate. Those housed in the windy heights of the Emergent hold an annual gala reserved for the social elite, famous for its glorious feast and black-tie dance held in an extravagant open court.
Hooray for social classes!
No matter one's station, members across all echelons partook in festivities, celebrating the passing of dark days and the sunlight yet to come.
Everyone likes them some sunlight.
Preparations for the sweep began precisely 24 days in advance.
Ooh, 24 days.
A young man stands in his nest, and it just so happens that today is this young man's preparation day.
Oh, well, doesn't this sound oddly familiar?
He whistles as he works, and he is still self-conscious of his song. The live-in population of sundries he's collected during his travels serve as his audience. Books are strewn across the desks. Captured firebugs hang from the ceiling. A teapot sits atop a small pit in the middle of the floor. The understory tree hollow is decorated with all sorts of reflective minerals, dark blue rocks that shine indigo in just the right light, while mushrooms whose roots tangled well into stone lend their multicolored glow to the floor of the crook. The scent of last night's rain clings to the bark of his nesting walls, thick and musty, familiar and comforting.
It does sound pretty comforting, and I just really like the story presentation so far. It's going pretty well.
John's tune carries along once more, but the melody that drifts through the air still doesn't match the one that plays so perfectly in his head. Suddenly, a familiar voice.
Who could it be?
Careful who you let hear that, John. Wouldn't want to mislead a girl, would we?
I wonder who that could be. It's a pretty Vriska circuit. And honestly, props out to the artist, man. Just the art in this visual novel is really, really pretty.
Hey, Vriska! What are you doing here?
Denten rocking it as John Egbert.
What? Can't a girl visit her best friend without being interrogated?
And Kylie Henke as Vriska, everyone.
Oh, you know I didn't mean anything by it. You're always welcome here. Come on in.
Aw, John's being self-conscious about his own wings. A proud member of the hunting class, Vriska Sarkit belongs to an order different than John's. Hunters were the predatory dominants whose government maintained a firm rule over the strata. By default, they were built larger, stronger, and much more fierce, with a culture that determined social status by feather caste. John's order came in all sorts of colors. Vriska's came only in 12. Vriska, be a little bit nicer. You're in John's nest. Come on.
Man, I still don't understand how you can live in such a cramped dump. I can barely stretch my wings in here.
Oh, come on, Vriska. Actually, no. That's common Vriska tact. And I can't hate her.
I don't know what you're talking about. This place is cozy.
Seems pretty cozy to me too, John.
Ugh, and it reeks too. Everything smells like mud.
Perfect baby Vriska.
At least you don't have to worry about people challenging you for this place. I can't think of anyone who'd fight you over such a crappy nest, honestly.
Dude,
That's rude.
you don't just start insulting a guy's home as soon as you walk through the front door. Cut me some slack, alright? This was my dad's place.
Oh man. Dad Egbert's place.
I've been trying to keep it looking good for when he comes back.
John, your dad's been gone for like 5 years.
Yeah, so?
Gotta keep optimistic, you know?
Okay then. Look, all I'm saying is that if you had a nicer nest, then maybe you'd have a pretty girl to spend the sweep with this year round.
You mean besides you?
Bow chicka bow wow. Ooh.
No, but seriously, I worry about you.
Ah, the cock block.
When was the last time you went on a date?
At least she's worried.
Well... You really think my nest is the reason why girls don't like me?
Aw, John.
Well, there's that. Plus your unkempt feathers.
Oh.
And your messy hair. And the fact you're kind of an asshole.
Huh.
What's wrong with my hair?
Way to be focused on that part,
Just
John.
telling it like it is, John.
Hey, I don't see you going around inviting hot guys to your nest for the sweep either.
Obviously not.
Hey!
Come on, Vriska. Be a little bit gentler with him.
Why am I staying with you over the sweep again anyway? Weren't you seeing that one hunter a while ago? What was his name again? Thomas? Travis?
Ugh, who cares about him? He was about as much of a hunter as I am a perch.
Oh, I can only wonder who that is. Probably Tavros.
Hey look, your water's done. You know what would be perfect right about now? A nice cup of tea.
Oh, sure thing.
Aw, their relationship.
Let me get that for you.
Aw, that's actually adorable.